We've all witnessed over the past several days an historic moment. Some of us are jubilant, as Senator Bolcom has said. Some of us are not. You need to know that this moment in time and this moment in history is never recognized at the moment we are doing it. We sometimes get angry, we sometimes are confused, we sometimes don't grab the moment and recognize it as historic. It's going to take time for my colleagues in the Republican Party to really understand that what the Congress did yesterday, what the Senate is going to complete in a couple of days, is something that's going to bring tremendous relief to many people in your districts. I'm asking my colleagues here in the legislature to tone down the rhetoric, both in our jubilation and also in our criticism. The time for exciting rhetoric is gone. The time to inform our citizens and how they can benefit from these enormous changes is now before us. Whether or not you want to acknowledge it or not, you have been part of this historic change already. For the past 4 years, the Senate and the House has participated in a series of health care initiatives that, believe it or not, was examined and has been included in the federal health care proposal that was signed or passed yesterday and signed tomorrow. I know you won't say that or keep that as a badge of pride for you, but someday I hope you will recognize those accomplishments of expanding health care to every child in the state, of allowing parents to keep their children on their health care benefits as a policy is now going to be federal law for all health care policies, not just those regulated by the states. Providing tax credits to small businesses so that they can now provide legitimate health care policies to their employees are all provisions that this legislature has passed, and allowing every employee of this state, of this country, and every citizen through mandatory insurance is not an idea that was brought up by this administration, but actually proposed by President Nixon. Do not get caught up in the media frenzy that we have to stop health care at any expense. This is no longer just rhetoric that is going to be discussed and dialogue between politicians. Anything you do that disrupts the health care implementation will have grave significance to the people that live in your district, that live in your towns, that live in your neighborhoods, and maybe even affect you personally. This is a time for us to really look and examine the benefits of this national health care plan. We already have a commission established, the Health Care Coverage Commission, that will look at the implementation of this program over the next 2 years. You have representation on that commission with Senator Johnson. We will be giving them, and they already have that responsibility, to help implement national health care reform. Dig in. Make your voices heard at that point. Present ideas, something that this body has only been receiving from my side of the aisle. Now I ask you to be involved, to dig down. If you have criticisms of this national health care plan, bring them forward. Not in the language that will incite disagreement, but in language that will bring people together to solve problems. So I congratulate, Mr. President, this Senate. I congratulate the House of Representatives. I congratulate the Governor. All of us have participated in this discussion, this dialogue, and anew the design of a health care national plan. There's still more to do. I hope you will engage in this opportunity to make health care more accessible to every Iowan. It is now our obligation to execute the law, not stand in front of it and obstruct it. Thank you, Mr. President.